Oh, sorry, I don't need it. How are you, Mr. Shannon? How are you keeping? In fact, they're inclined to look out the window that you looked out here some years back. And when are you thinking of coming over to look out that famous window again? But there was an old man at that point in time, and the neighbour across the road says he was going up the street, and God help him, I don't know whether he had toilet tissue or anything, but he had all in his pants.
Here we go.
So he's gone up the street anyway, and the husband shouted, "Come out, Mary, come out quick." He said, "Conway's gone up with the plum pudding in his trousers."
And this is the one that she would watch with that had the 22 children.
That's the father of the 22 children we're talking about.
That's it.
That was it.
Wow.
It's still the same gallery on the road as always was.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Well, I'll tell you this story. Here in Ireland, they used to have, what you call it, this fella had a beautiful gourd, you know, or the last word. And this girl was over in America, and she met up with this other fella anyway. She brought her home, and she said, oh, she said, show Francis the garden. So the father sent her out to show the garden to this one and that one, to your man. So they went out, and they said, here in Ireland, it was a thing that was used for the title they knew it was dung.
that's right.
Maybe coming directly from the cow shed or wherever.
Dung.
So walking around the garden, he says, you put dung on this in October, and dung on that and the other, and whatever. They walked around the whole garden, and she says, "Da," she said, why did you teach him to say the word manure on this and manure on that? I'm after spending 3 years to try and get him to say dung. You could open your shin.
That's it.
Right.
Good one. Very good.
But there was a one time, all years back, but anyway, went to America. She came home with all the great idea, you know, top her with the ladder, but she wrote home to the father. She said, "Father," she said, build on an ensuite bed and bathroom together, and do this patio outside and the whole works. So they lived in a small cottage garden, you know, maybe quarter of an acre. So I will pay the fiance's daddy, she said she'd pay for it, but they eventually landed home with her fiance, American, and went to the home place, and everyone was above board. But anyway, it was a beautiful summer's day. And she said, "No, Mother," she said, "when it's fine in America," she says, "we eat outside." "Oh, is that so, Mary?" So, oh, the new tables, the whole works. So they went out and they sat outside having the meal, and the mother cooked a nice meal, and Mary set the table. But anyway, they got to build on the bathroom and, you know, the dive and the whole lot. So anyway, the next thing was they had the meal was all over lovely, and they were sitting around having a few glasses of wine outside in the glorious sunshine. So she went over and she sat in beside the father. She said, "Well, Da," she says, "what do you think?" You know.
This is a great story.
"Well, now," she said, "well, no," he said, "Mary," he said, years ago, we were shiting in the garden. We were eating in the house. We were shiting in the house and eating in the garden."
That's a great story.
Oh, I think he's having enough liver.